You have probably heard of 401k plans, but if you haven't heard of what a safe harbor 401k plan is, then stick around to learn about the benefits, especially if you are a business owner. So what's the difference between a safe harbor and traditional 401k plan? Not a whole lot, because every safe harbor 401k plan has what as part of it?
Safe harbor contribution?
No, a traditional 401k plan.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, no. Every safe harbor 401k plan is a traditional 401k plan with extra features. What exactly is a safe harbor contribution? What are we talking about?
You're doing either 3 or 5% or 4%, or you're doing some percent based off of what you've agreed, and you put it in.
Yeah, but we need a little more detail than that. All right, so there's two types of safe harbor contributions.
More detail.
There's a 3% safe harbor contribution that's eligible,
So
that goes
that?
to every, there's a 3%.
Do the Germans do that?
Do the Germans,
Okay.
There's a 3% safe harbor non-elective contribution that goes to everybody who's eligible for the plan. Or if you're doing a safe harbor match plan, that's where you get at least 4%, all right? Well, the way the formula works out, you're getting at least 4%. Now, obviously with a match, only the people who are deferring get it, all right? So when we're talking about a safe harbor plan, we're talking about a plan having one of those two contribution types. The next thing is, if you want to start a safe harbor plan, and when's the latest you can start by?
October 1st.
October 1st.
You just can't wait to the end.
You cannot wait to the end. A 401k plan has to have deferrals available for at least 3 months, October, November, and December, in order for it to be an eligible safe harbor plan. But that does not mean you get to call me the afternoon of September 30th and say, hey, we want a safe harbor plan tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be hard, all right, because you need a place to put the money, and nobody's going to have...
Which is not under your mattress.
Which is not under your mattress, all right, and we don't set those things up, so it's going to take weeks in order to be able to get those set up.
It's about the vendors.
Right, it's about the vendors. So what we're telling people is you basically need to come up with a decision mid-August, and we're filming this at the, well, I'm not sure when the video's going out, but you need to be doing it sooner than later.
I still don't really understand it.
What don't you understand?
So, okay, what is non-discrimination testing?
Okay, so very simply, the average of the rank and file needs to be within 2 percentage points of the average for the highly compensated employees. And as an example, if the average for the non-highlies is 1% and the average for the highlies is 9%, that's discriminatory. You're going to fail your non-discrimination test, okay? Because the average for the highlies is way too much.
And then what happens if you fail?
If you fail, you either give a lot more money to the rank and file.
Fixing is always more expensive.
Fixing is more expensive, or the highlies take out a bunch of money. Okay?
Out of the plan.
Out of the plan, and they're taxed on it, all right? So did that help explain what a non-discrimination test is?
Yes.
Yay!
But then if you have safe harbor, then you can discriminate?
No, you can never discriminate. But because you're doing the safe harbor contribution, you don't have to do the non-discrimination testing. You're passing, you're deemed to pass that test. Deemed to pass. Okay?
So by dealing everybody in a little bit, you get to do the amount you want.
The average for the rank and file could be 0.1, and we see this sometimes. The average for the rank and file could be 0.1%, and we got owners that average of 10%. That's not discriminatory because they're doing a safe harbor match, and they're doing it properly. That's okay. Those are the rules.
But the crazy thing, I mean, having to do taxes and everything in the business, I would say part of the safe harbor is just the peace of mind that not every first quarter you have to go, oh, am I going to pass or am I not? Oh, am I going to have to do refunds or am I not? And it's not easy to turn to employees who, since the date to get it done by, when's discrimination testing, March 15th?
March 15th.
Some people have their taxes done already by then, right? And you have to tell them, oh, guess what? I'm refunding you some money and you have to do your taxes over. Do you know how well that goes over?
Not well.
Nobody likes that.
No.
So people want the plan to be steady, easily understood.
Yeah, if you have non-owner highly compensated employees, I mean, very often we have certain key staff who have no ownership percentage in the company, they make a lot more money than the owners, at least in terms of W-2, all right? They're not going to be very happy if they're the ones having to take out their 401k contribution because the owner didn't make safe harbor.
So we
Okay.
actually get clients because they're at a big place where they're not getting any attention, and they hate their plan because every year they have to do refunds.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what can I do so I don't have to do refunds?
Yellow.
The right kind of safe
1-800
harbor
tipper.
plan with the right percentages,
real
and
phone
then
number.
you don't have to. Then you don't have to do
No,
refunds.
you need another letter.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Makes sense.
Any more
Hopefully,
questions?
Was there any more questions from the peanut gallery? No more peanuts? Okay. All right. Hope this was helpful. We had fun. Take care.
Toodaloo.